Here we go.
I wanna kill my neighbor's dog, I wanna smash it in the head. I wanna take a hammer to the fucking thing until it's dead. I wanna kill my neighbor's dog, I wanna kill my neighbor's dog. I wanna kill my neighbor's dog, I wanna kill my neighbor's dog.
Hey everybody, it's Mike TV and his lovely girlfriend Katie K. Oh shoot, hold on, wait, hold on, I can do this. Dun dun dun, Katie K. Just in case you're not, you don't know how to spell, then now you can look and be like, oh, that's these little things. That's how that makes Katie K. If you can't spell. Anyway, so and I've got with us, so today we got a special show. We've got there's a friend and a fan from Denmark. His name is Beetle. Let's meet him. Hold on.
That's
Beetle.
me. That would be me you're referring to.
Yes, that is. And hey man, how are you?
I am very good. I'm sitting here with my dog and on the couch, tired as fuck, but great. Anyway,
You're not old enough. Hold on, dude. You're not actually old enough to use the word fuck. You can't use the word fuck until you're 18.
well,
I know that's Danish law. I know that's Danish law. What was that?
What?
No, what'd you say?
What time is it there? I was wondering.
It is, well, it's the equivalent of 1 a.m.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, brother.
That's very nice.
That's
of you to
like
be on.
every time you do any kind of live show, I have to stay up around something crabby.
Yeah, well, that's I mean that's it's I do it specifically for you. I'm like what's going to be the worst time I can possibly do this?
Exactly.
So all right, so real quick, so you reached out to me. When was it? Maybe like a year ago, 6 months ago, something like that.
Kind of. Yeah, it's probably a year ago.
And you were like, hey, so how did you find it? How did you discover the band? Like how did you?
Oh yeah. So I live like on the countryside. So to get to school, I usually have to bike all the way there. So it was like spring or something. So there was this guy driving around in his cabriolet.
Oh, you told me this, yeah, and you heard I Hate Everyone. So
Yes,
there's some random. Wait, are you guys called Danes? Is that?
That we are
Okay.
Danes.
Just making sure.
Just like
So
great
I don't want
Danes.
to use like if that's not. So yeah. So there's some random Danish person, some Dane driving around.
Yeah.
And listening to I Hate Everyone, I want to know who this guy is. Like, because I want to know how. But that's all right. So then you went and you Googled it. Is that correct?
Yeah, and I was like, man, this is awesome. I want to hear more of this. So I Googled it, and I kind of just got hooked.
Right on.
So I guess I listened to I Hate Everyone like 24/7.
Awesome. Well,
and-
that's really the only way that you should listen to Get Set Go is 24/7. But you do know that we
Exactly,
are.
and that is usually how I do it. Like, it's like in class. Sometimes our teacher, she goes, "Oh well, you can put your headphones in and you can like listen to music while you work on whatever it is," and it's Get Set Go always,
Yeah,
always,
awesome.
always.
Awesome. All right. Well. On that note, let's actually get to some of the music. So, what I've been doing is I've been asking kind of hardcore fans or people that reach out to me, anybody actually really truthfully not anybody that's a fan that's like, hey Mike, I want to see you perform these songs live. And they send me a list, then I try to set up a time where I can schedule them in. And sometimes they do Skype, sometimes they don't do Skype. Sometimes sometimes they're just voice, sometimes they're not going to be just voice. But like, sometimes I'll just be like, hey, so-and-so sent this in and this is the set list I'm playing today. But But it's always songs that they want to hear. And if I can play them, then I play them. Some songs I can't play. He actually requested a song called "Spent" that is sort of a call and answer song.
Yeah.
So I need somebody else to I need somebody else to sing the other part in order for the song to really work. So maybe I was saying maybe at some point Katie and I will learn that song and she can do the call and I can do the answer. So you picked out of the list of the 10 songs you picked, you chose 13. And She Goes Round and Fifth and Spring. And those 3 songs are all part of, over the course of my first 3 records, So You've Ruined Your Life, Ordinary World, and Selling Out and Going Home. Over the course of those 3 albums, I have a handful of songs. There's about 10 of them that kind of chronicle this girl's life. Basically this girl is an amalgam of... she's an amalgam of me and my friends and some girlfriends I knew in the scene when we were all kind of struggling with just our life, the song was not the first one written, but this is the first chapter in her story. It's called 13. It takes place when she's actually 13. So and just to let you know,
this once.
Just to let you know, and just to prepare yourself, this does not have a happy ending. What happens with this girl? So I just want you to prepare. Like, don't be like, oh, it's because it doesn't have a happy ending. But this kind of explains how it works. All right, so here we go. So I'm gonna switch. I'll come back to you in a couple songs, Beetle.
Yeah, sure. I'll turn off my my camera and my mic.
Yep. Awesome. See you in a bit. All right.
Well, I'm going to kick back then and
Okay.
just join you guys in the, thank you,
Yeah, sure.
in the chat and probably speak to you for a few minutes before the end of the show.
Cool. Awesome, sweetheart. Thank you so much. All right. Here we go. Let's do this. Hush, she said to the boy, silently climbing out through her window. She was careful, so careful. She was just 13 years old. She thought she saw through the eyes of a woman. She's learning, she's learning. Her parents thought she was sleeping. She was just 13 years old. She was just 13 years old. No, that's not right. She was just 13 years old. She thought she saw through the eyes of a woman. She's learning, she's learning. Her parents thought she was sleeping. If you're only 13 but you feel 21, understand you're not the only one. What our parents don't know is how fast we had to grow to get our head around the status quo. We are hooligans, we're roustabouts, we scoundrels, we're layabouts, we're wise men, we're children. We are the sum of a tired generation. We are in love, we are in love, you and me. We are in love, we are in misery. Her parents thought she was sleeping. She was just 13 years old. Had she suspected, she would have stayed home. She is silent, so silent. Her parents wanted so much better for her. If you're only 13 but you feel 21, understand you're not the only one. What our parents don't know is how fast we had to grow to get our head around the status quo. We are hooligans,
roustabouts, we're scoundrels, we're layabouts, we're wise men, we're children, we are the sum of a tired generation. We are in love, we are in love, you and me, we are in love, we are in misery. Her parents wanted so much better for her. We are hooligans, we're roustabouts, we're scoundrels, we're layabouts, we're wise men, we're children, we are the sum of a tired generation. We are in love, we are in love, you and me, we are in love, we are in misery. We are hooligans, we're roustabouts, we're scoundrels, we're layabouts, we're wise men, we're children, we are the sum of a tired generation. So of course, anyway, whatever, I just have to at some point in time just reconcile myself to the fact that I will always make little mistakes on songs unless I play them all the time. And because I've got so many songs, it's just impossible for me to stay on top of them. But I think that was went pretty well. But anyway, so that's the very first chapter of her story. And obviously I intimate that something, she snuck out the window and something that affected her profoundly happened, and that's kind of unexplained. So now we go back to, who's watching?
Mickey and Dan.
Oh, awesome. Hey guys. Hey, Mickey and Tim. Then the next, this is not actually the next, this might be the next song in the cycle. But anyway, so there's about 10 songs. I would have to identify them for you, but I don't have them right off the top of the head. But this is a song somewhere in her like early 20s, and it goes like this. She doesn't watch TV, but she listens to the radio. She lives by herself, but she doesn't like to be alone. When we speak, we never say anything. She fears me, and I fear everything. Hurt me again, she said. Hurt me till I feel something. She sleeps, but she never rests. She's afraid to close her eyes. She's going round, 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 round. She's breaking down, 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 down. She's been around, round, 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 round. If we don't know where we're going, how can we arrive if we don't know what we're living for? How will we survive? I dream in color, she said, but her thoughts are in black and white. She doesn't mind if I stick around, just so long as I stay the night. She's going round, 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 round. She's breaking down, 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 down. She's been around, round, 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 round. If we don't know where we're going, how can we arrive if we don't know what we're living for? How will we survive? No one can understand how hard it is to get ahead, she said to me with tears in her eyes. It could have been the alcohol, it might have been the cocaine, but something about that girl just isn't the same. She's going round, 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 round. She's breaking down, 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 down. She's been around, round, 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 round. If we don't know where we're going, how can will we arrive if we don't know what we're living for? She doesn't watch TV, but she listens to the radio.
myself that she doesn't like to be done alone. All right, so there's so much activity on the chat. I am desperately trying to not look at the chat while I play because it invariably, it's not like when you're playing live on a show in front of a crowd, in front of an audience, you can see that they're chatting and talking and stuff like that. But it's because you can't hear them, because you can't actually take what's going on. You can remain focused on the music. Like there's not new ideas being said. I mean, that's why if somebody gets in an argument or somebody sets something on fire, like that, that can throw me anyway. I can throw other musicians, but because you are actually sending information, like I'm actually able to read what you are saying, my brain is getting engaged in your conversation while I'm playing these songs, and it is ridiculous. So let me see what's going on in the chat. Yeah, Jordan, you can actually. So Jordan said, "I want to put a playlist together, and not all off of one album, but I have no idea where to start." And yeah, I know that there have been a handful of people that have said that same thing. And if you want, you can do. I mean, I've got another like 33 more days, so you can do 2 if you want. Like I just want. For me, I've got such a titanic volume of stuff, and I kind of have this tendency to kind of stay within my like safety zone of the song. I know maybe 20 songs inside and out, and I try to stay within those. And so I just to break it up, I just thought I'd ask you guys to help me out. So anyway, so this is the song that Beetle did not request, but I know it's a pretty popular tune. But this is another song in that same canon, or in the same storyline, same narrative. This is a few years later, and this is when she's involved. This is actually sort of a true story, but it sort of works into this whole narrative. The thing that prompted this story is true, and it's about abusive relationships, and it's from a perspective of one of the people that's in the abusive relationship. But here it goes like this. She bled on the mattress the first night at my studio. I panicked, but she said, "Baby, don't you know? The blood is much thicker than water." I nodded, but I don't think I got her. 3 weeks later, she moved into my studio. All she brought was a stereo, a broken stereo, and a picture of me that she put at her bedside. I'm a lecher, she's a cheater. I let her cut me, she likes to let me beat her. I'm a fucker, she's a screamer. I may be tougher, but she's definitely meaner. With all of our love, with all of her spite, we go to the mattress. With all of our love, with all of her spite, we go to the mattress. As I slept, she burned me so it broke her collarbone. She ran to the neighbors, but he wasn't home. So she hitched to the clinic, but they wouldn't accept her. So she called me to get her. Love, she said, is a force that draws me to you. I said, sugar, I want to believe that's true. She said, lover, you can trust me forever, cause we just get better. I'm a lecher, she's a cheater. I let her cut me, she likes to let me beat her. I'm a fucker, she's a screamer. I may be tougher, but she's definitely meaner. With all of our love, with all of her spite, we go to the mattress. With all of our love, with all of her spite, we go to the mattress. I never knew she could be so cruel. I never knew she could seem so beautiful to me. I never meant to hurt her at all. Push came to shove and she was falling down. I'm a lecher, she's a cheater. I let her cut me, she likes to let me beat her. I'm a fucker, she's a screamer. I may be tougher, but she's definitely meaner. With all of our love, with all of our spite, we go to the mattress. With all of our love, with all of our spite, we go to the mattress. Of course. course, at the very end, I just look out and I see podiatry, dentistry, philosophy, and I just lost it. I'm like, oh yeah, that's podiatry, but I'm like, wait, no, curses, damn it. All right, anyway, so let me see. Oh yeah, so all right, that's basically sort of in the middle of her whole experience. And then the thing is, so basically, I guess that this cycle of songs is actually sort of a cautionary tale, but it really was, because in my checkered past, the thing is like I just kind of saw like people I knew were kind of went down this road, anyway, so it's a cautionary tale, but this is the final chapter. This is the last, this is the last thing that happens to her. Now this is, I'll talk about the song after it's done, so and there's like a really cool little like a little single note line, like melodic line that happens through it. I'm not gonna try to replicate that. I can't. I just think it sounds cool the way it is. So here we go. She has assassinated her days with the drugs that she's been doing, and she's been lying to her friends about the chemicals she's using. She's been taking everything, she's been using everything. She's gonna quit tomorrow, but tonight she's in such pain. Downtown on the corner of 5th and Spring. She doesn't have any money, but she'll do most anything. She can take a lot of suffering, she can swallow a lot of sorrow. For tonight she's in such pain, but she's gonna quit tomorrow. So, so I was gonna say, it's really funny because that song, like when I was, when I was first, in the early 2000s, late 90s, in downtown LA. Downtown LA used to be like a real, like it was fine because that was sort of where the banking district was and the fashion district, but sometime after 6 or 7 o'clock, like it's like literally like all of the working people would file out, and all of the homeless and the drug dealers and everybody would file in, and it was like two completely different worlds. And so 5th and Spring at that point in time was just a notorious corner for scoring drugs, And so it's really funny because now it's completely changed. Like it's a completely different world there. But so you go back like 15 years ago. And so it's such a crazy, like a very different place, and it was a very scary place. And anyway, so that's basically the final chapter of her story. I might at some point in time write a song that completes her story. Like I've often thought about it, or often thought like maybe I need to kind of explain what happens, but I haven't sorted it out. So anyway, so all right, so I'm gonna bring Beetle back. So what we're gonna do here is as soon as he is. Beetle, as soon as you say you're here, then we'll switch cameras to you, and we'll chat with you for just a little bit. But yeah, I do appreciate, like, actually some of the songs. In fact, the next song I'm going to play, I never would have thought to play it But it's a good tune. So hold on, here we go. So hey, buddy, can you? Oh yeah. Can you? You might.
I am right here.
Awesome. There you go. Hey. So yeah. So that why what is you? So you really like Fifth and Spring, like that song? Really,
Yeah, I really like that song.
Is it what like is what what about it kind of resonates with you? Just for my own curiosity.
Well, yeah. I guess the song. Oh, I really don't remember. It's a long time since that became my all-time favorite song.
Wait,
but
your all-time favorite song of all songs?
yes,
Wow!
and the whole
wow,
wide
awesome.
world, whole song.
I think that if your taste in music never changes for the rest of your life, I would be totally cool with that.
Oh, I hope it doesn't. But I don't know. Fifth and Spring. It's such a well. Obviously, when I first heard the song, I didn't know about this whole story of this girl. But I just felt like it's such a sorrowful tune, but I can literally feel all the sorrow and pain that has been going through someone's heart from experiencing this, from not wanting to live another day. That just so speaks to me.
Awesome. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's really funny because I like sometimes when I play these songs, like because I write a bunch and I kind of put them aside and I don't think about them. Every now and again I'll think. Because the thing is that like it was when that song was written, it really was I was trying to it was at the point when we were all of me and my friends. We were. Who formed when we first met as friends? We met through music and we played music together. And it was awesome. It was glorious. And then things took a turn for the worse. And so it's just really funny. So yeah, so like it just so the playing that and often playing that song, it kind of chokes me up. But that's awesome. That's great. That thank you so much, man. It really does turn me on. That I'm glad that resonates. I realize that this is very awkward. That I'm grilling you in front of people about what you like about my songs. This is like the most egomaniacal. Like I am a big egoist. But I did want to know, and I figured that this might make for interesting, an interesting thing. And I'm not. I really am. I just so if you're watching and you don't know who I am or what I do. The thing is like I'm very, very self-deprecating, and the fact that people even listen to my music is already pretty miraculous for me. The fact that people are showing up now is miraculous. So anyway. All right. Well, I'm gonna get back on. I'm gonna keep playing, and then we'll come back in a little bit, and we'll chat with you again. Is that cool?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Awesome. All right. See you in just a moment.
See you.
Okay. Yeah. Ego. So Justin from Montana suggested I get ego fluffers, and that sounds exactly what I need. All right, so this is another song. So I haven't thought. I definitely need the lyrics for this one, so I'm going to be reading these as I go. But this is a song that I haven't thought about in a long time. But it's actually on. It's really funny because we've got a record called Tumors. It's the end of. I have this tendency to write songs in big batches, and so I wrote like 60 or 70 songs. That became Fury of a Lonely Heart and Loose Tongues and Wicked Hands, and the last album was called Tumors. And it just kind of didn't really get a lot of attention. I mean, I just kind of put it out. I'm like, fuck it, I'm done. I can't think about this stuff anymore. So I just put it out. And but there's some great songs on it. I totally forgot about it. But anyway, here we go. So, let me see. Well, I met her for drinks so not long ago, and she was telling me about this boy that she knows, and I told her that frankly I was the better man. She was beautiful then, and she's beautiful now, so I don't understand why it's not working out. She tells me that she wants me, but she never wants to hold my hand. Oh, tell all the world that you love me.
Show all the world that you are mine. Why must I hide the joy inside me? Why must a love be dumb and blind? Are you afraid? Is she afraid? Are you afraid? Are you afraid? Is she afraid? Are you afraid? Oh, we went out last night with some of her friends, and I got a bit drunk and tried kissing her lips, but she pushed me away, and there was cold iron behind her eyes. And I don't understand, cause when we're alone she turns something on and brings back the glow. This just can't be love, cause love shouldn't hurt this much. Oh, tell all the world that you love me. Show all the world that you are mine. Why must I hide the joy inside me? Why must a love be dumb and blind? Are you afraid? Is she afraid? Are you afraid? Are you afraid? Is she afraid? Are you afraid? And oh, what are you hiding from? We're not getting any younger, lover. Won't you let it go? Are you afraid? What are you running from? We're not getting any younger, lover. Don't you let us go. So I just left her house after a terrible row, and I don't really know what I'm gonna do now, cause I love her and I need her, but I just can't seem to defeat her. Oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do without her.
It's really funny. That song was actually a commission. I think the very first commission I ever did. At some point in time, I was really broke, and so I reached out to fans. I don't even know how I reached out to them, but I was like, "Hey guys, if you want me to write a song for you, I'll do it for a couple $100." And just I think it was just to like make ends meet at some point in time. So this girl Courtney, she says, "Hey Mike, I'd love for you to write a song for me," and so. And so she kind of told me the story about her, and I don't want to get into it because it's her private thing. But the thing is, I mean, this is a part of this. This is essentially part of the story. But I don't want to put words in her mouth, even though I did by writing the song. But anyway, all I'm saying is but I realized that what she was saying, so basically, without getting too deep into it, she just wasn't comfortable with PDA, public displays of affection. And he really felt that was an indicator that they were in a relationship, and so they broke. So it caused friction enough that they broke up. But the thing is, and so I was saying, and she wanted, and so I was like, okay, I can write about that. And I'm like, do you want it from your perspective or from his perspective? And she's like, I think I want it from his perspective. And I was like, all right, I can do that. So without actually talking to him, I had to contemplate what would that mean? So what I did was I realized that there has to be a little bit of sort of selfishness in him if he's not able to recognize that she is not into public displays of affection. So, or that meant so much to him that he wasn't able to overlook the fact that she just felt uncomfortable about it. So the thing is, he's a pretty flawed, So I just try to make them well-rounded people, Anyway, so I think I got pretty close, but anyway, it was fun. It was a fun project. So, okay, let me see. So, let me. All right, so here's another one. So this is a song that I played relatively recently, but it's a good tune, and it's on Beetle's list, so I'm gonna play it. So this is a song. This is like the very first song I ever wrote using a capo, and if you notice, the capo is way up at the very top. So there's the neck. So it's like I have very little room to play, and it was really funny because the very first time I took the capo, I'm like. I've never used a capo. I'm like I'm gonna try to make it as difficult for me to use a capo as possible for the very first song I wrote. And so I put it way up here, and I'm like, oh, it's choking the guitar, it's choking the life out of it. I'm like, I'm killing you. And then I wrote this song. I choke, I cannot breathe. I am still living, but only barely. I am in love. It's a great crushing love, and it's forcing the breath right out of my lungs. I am alone as I write this song, but I know soon enough that she'll come along, and it's then that I will suffocate, and it is then that I will suffocate. I choke, I cannot breathe. I am still living, but only barely. I am in love. It's a great crushing love, and it's forcing the breath right out of my lungs. I am alone as I write this song, but I know soon enough that she'll come along, and it's then that I will suffocate, and it is then that I will suffocate, and it is then that I will suffocate. So yeah, quick, short, easy, choking the guitar out made me write a song about. Not big, but anyway, I'm not gonna talk over long because Katie and I have plans to hang out with our good friends Charlie and Allison tonight, and so I'm gonna get through these. I'm gonna play one more song and then we'll bring Beetle back on. So this is actually a song from Ordinary World. This is another one I played relatively recently, but I haven't played it in a long time. But I dig it. So. No. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be tough for me to sing. Here we go. Music makes me wanna die to know it loves it more than I can't seem to figure out how to make money. I'm so sick of being broke, using shampoo instead of soap because I can't afford to buy them both. Music makes me wanna die no matter all the songs I write. The money never seems to come. I'm slowly dying. The years they seem to disappear. I'm playing music no one hears. Should I give this fucker up? I'm sick of trying. I think I'll write just one more song. Whoa, I think I'll write just one more song. I hope you sing along. Oh, sheesh, that was very tough for me to sing. It's really funny. Those super high falsetto notes, sometimes they're there and they're perfect, and sometimes they're not there. Fortunately, they used to just be gone. Like when I was smoking a lot, there'd be times when I just couldn't. Those notes were just gone. So now they're back, and that's nice. But they're kind of back intermittently, and that one was really tough. I should have practiced that a little bit beforehand, but. I just didn't have the time. But all right, so this is a song. So this one. So no, first let's go back to Beetle. So I'm gonna bring you back as soon as you're ready. You switch back, and you and I we will chat. Yet one. So we'll chat one more time. And then I'm gonna play the 2 more songs, and then we'll say a quick goodbye, and I'll play your last tune out. So here we go. So this is again. Here we go with Beetle. Hey.
I am right here.
Hey, man.
Oh, wait, I can hear that.
What's that?
I can hear you now.
Okay. Oh, good. Awesome. Good. So first, as the person that requested these songs, I have to apologize for the mistakes I made.
No problem.
But yeah, it's really funny. My hope is that at the end of these 40 days that I'll get to the point. I'd like to get to the point where I can play my songs perfectly. I don't know if that'll ever happen. I don't think I've ever played one of my songs perfectly. But yeah. Anyway, but I think that yeah. I don't know. I just wanted to bring you back in and talk. What time is it? What time is it? It's like almost 2 in the morning.
It is now 20 minutes to 2 in the morning.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Yeah, that's cool.
And it's my mother's birthday tomorrow.
Oh,
so.
No. All right. Well, then. All right. Well, then.
No. It's no problem. I have a plan for that.
Well, here. Then what you should do. What's your mom's name?
Her name is... Now, don't laugh. Her name is Silla.
Silla?
Yes, that is correct.
Silla? Is it pronouncing right?
Kind of.
Happy birthday to Silla. Wait, Silla? No.
Yes.
Happy birthday to Silla. Happy birthday to Silla. I can't do it. Happy birthday to Silla. Happy birthday to Silla. Happy birthday, dear Silla. Happy birthday to you. So now you can just show her that part and be like, yeah, there you go.
I'll do that.
Awesome. Yeah. So happy birthday, Silla. All right. So let me. All right. So I'm gonna go back, and then why don't you and I connect up in just I'm gonna play 2 more songs. We'll say our last thing, and then we'll we'll sign off.
I kind of I thought of something. Should the chat know that Beetle is not my real name?
I thought that was your real name. I thought you swore to me up and down that it was your God-given, your birth-given name, that you actually were in some you have some antecedent apparently that was actually a beetle. Isn't that the case? Some ancestor.
I'd love that was real. Well, my name is really Carl.
Oh, it's Carl.
There's that.
Carl. Well, yeah, and I noticed on your Skype thing it says Billy. Is that?
It's Beetle, and it means beetle. And
Beetle.
that's kind of my screen name, because on most social media, apart from Facebook, because I don't know. Apart from Facebook, I don't like people to know my whole name.
Yeah.
So just go for Carl Beetle.
Okay.
It sounds good, I think.
Right on. Yeah, and that's yeah, but it's really funny because you introduced yourself to me like that. Oh, you know what? I'm getting a little. Hold on, give me a second. Oh yeah, but you introduced yourself to me that way. When you sent me the your email, and I'm like, this is awesome. This guy's name is Beetle. That's amazing. So yeah, it's very, very cool. So are you a gamer?
I wouldn't call myself a gamer, honestly. No. I do play some video games, but I mean, well, no, I wouldn't consider myself a gamer. I don't like.
So what do you do? what do you do in Denmark? I mean, what do you do other than listen to Get? I'm assuming that you actually do things other than listen to Get Set Go in your day. Is that correct?
That would be a correct assumption.
Awesome.
Well, I primarily I draw a whole lot.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Awesome.
So it's just well, I have this crazy dream of I really want to become an illustrator, which to American ears might sound close to impossible.
Why is that? Why is that?
Well,
I can promise you, man. And I actually know a ton of. I used to work in animation before I migrated to music. I can promise you that if you just draw, do you draw every day?
yes, I do.
All right, and yeah, the thing is just draw every day. Like the thing is like you will like if it's what you want to do. The thing is like certainly making it as an artist, and particularly making it as an artist doing your kind of thing with your own particular kind of style. It's tough. It's a tough road to hoe. Some people, but the thing is like, but I mean, I know I can promise you, I can even turn you on to a bunch of guys that do it for a living, that might be able to help you kind of figure out, what you do and how you do it, because yeah, man. But yeah, that's awesome. That's great. And so you'll have to maybe you can do some art for one of our singles or something. I'll talk to Katie maybe when we put out a Say It With a Bullet single.
It's funny you say that. Like I think it was a week ago, I started working on. I think it was the song "Kiss Me Like You Love Me." Mm-hmm. Yeah, I started working on a storyboard for music video for that one.
Oh, awesome! Wow.
So I've been I just generally I like making kind of artwork for Get Set Go songs. But
yeah. Wait, didn't you sent me? Did you send me something? Oh no, I mean you sent me the letter. Did you? Oh, you did. In fact, I have it. We were gonna get it framed, and we just haven't had it hasn't yet been done
it's
yet.
the Japanese calligraphy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
All right. Hold on. Well, anyway, so this is I gotta keep playing. I can't. But this is awesome. So we will continue this conversation in just a bit. I'm gonna play 2 more songs. I'm gonna close with the last song. And then so yeah, sorry about that. But but the thing is like so this is an opportunity, so you and I we're here, we're chatting. The thing is that like if you have any questions for me, if you want to know anything about any of the songs or anything, then think about them and you can pose them when I come back. I'm gonna play 2 more songs, then you can throw whatever questions you have at me, and then we'll play the last song and get it out. Cool?
Yeah, sure,
right,
sure,
man.
no problem.
All right, buddy. I will talk to you in just a second. So here we go.
Yes, and I will turn off everything.
Thank you very much. All right, so so this is another song the Beetle requested. This one I don't think I've ever played live, so I'm fairly certain it's gonna be a little mistakes. But I forgot how cool the song was, and I forgot how fun it was. So here we go. Some days I'm invincible, other days I crack, and there's just no way of telling when I'll get it back. Some like the ice, others like the flame, but for me I tell you, oh they burn the same. Super zero, superhero. Some days I move very fast at the speed of thought. Other days I'm not so quick, some days I get caught. Some dig the holes and others fill them in. But brother, let me tell you, I ain't shoveling. Super zero, superhero. The power to climb out of bed each day. He beats back the villains of the old ennui. He slays the minutes with the spot of his hand, and he plays guitar in a rock and roll band. Alright,
invisible, other days I shine. Doesn't matter who sees me, I'm running out of time. Some make the love, others make it well. I just want release from my private prison cell. Super zero, superhero. Back the villains of the old Henri. He slays the minutes with the spot of his hand, and he plays guitar in a rock and roll band. Alright, okay. Super Zero. Wait. Super Zero, you're my hero. You're my hero anyway. Super Zero, be my hero. My hero every day. Super Zero, be my hero. You're my hero anyway.
Curses. Well, that's I really do love that song though. So I think I'll be playing that with a lot more frequency, and so it'll get better and better and better. But here, so this is the song that Beetle, aka Carl, was just talking about. It's called "Kiss Me Like You Love Me," and this song is actually on the record. It's actually played on piano. This is one of the few songs that I actually wrote on guitar, transferred it to piano, so I can actually play it on guitar. Although it's not, I don't think it works nearly as well. But here we go. So, and I'm not gonna play the intro sections. Well, we'll see. But I'm just gonna start. Kiss me like you love me, oh, do it one last time, just so I remember what the thrill of love is like. Then I'll go, I will disappear from here, I will fade into the day. You will finally be free of me. Hold me like you want me, oh, can we just pretend? Just so I remember the way our love once went. Then I'll go, I will sail across the seas, I will drive into the night. You will finally be free of me. Bum bum ba da da dum, bum ba da da dum, bum ba da da dum, bum ba da dum, bum ba da 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 dum. Kiss me, sleep with me tonight, love. Let's do it one last time, just so we remember that once it felt so right. Then I'll go, I will leave this hateful town, I will leave without a sound. You will finally be free of me. I'm leaving you tonight, I'm leaving you tonight, you tonight. I'm leaving you tonight. Kiss me like you love me, oh, do it one last time, just so I remember what the thrill of love is like. Then I'll go, I will never turn around, I will leave this hateful town. You will finally be free of me. Awesome. All right. So, you guys are talking about games. All right. Well, this is out that I'll join in this conversation for just a second. So yeah. So I am almost 100% PC gamer, and the reason why is first off, I like all the controls. But second off, ever since Oblivion, I've fallen in love with modding my games, and so you can't mod the. Well, I guess you can now, but I really do. I like the just the computational power of a PC. I do run laptop, so I don't actually have the full desktop power ferocity, but yeah, man, I'm super excited to play Fallout 4, and I know Katie is too. And so hopefully we'll get Fallout 4 soon. I usually wait about a month after the release of a Bethesda game to allow the modding community to come up with the unofficial Fallout 4 patch, and all that kind of stuff, because they really do, man. The modders really do a great job. But all right, here so let's go back to Beetle, and let's get him involved in this before I play my very last song. And my last song might be a little shocking for the kids. So if you have any people under the age of, I'd say, 85, put them to bed now. So Beetle, are you there? Oh, no, he's not there yet. Oh, there he is. Here he is. Hey, buddy. You there?
Hello.
Oh, there we go. Hey, what's cooking?
Oh, look at that. Guy is all awake.
Is that the dog? The dog? Hey, let me see him. Yeah, let's see him. Let's see this dog.
Well,
let's
this
see this dog.
is.
Hey, puppy. Oh, wow. That's what Danish dogs look like. They're adorable. Send me 6.
Well, she is. I don't know if you can see her right now. She is. She's like, what do you call when it's just like 2 random dogs just ran into
Oh, mutt. We call it that a mutt.
Yeah. So she's a mix between Japanese Shiba Inu.
Wow, never even heard of that.
And a
Shiba.
Danish/Swedish farm dog.
Oh wow, awesome! Very.
Which is a very cute breed. Oh well, and she's a bit tired, but so my computer by itself has a lot better speakers than my headphones.
Oh yeah,
so,
I bet.
While I'm not on the mic, I just plug out my headphones so I can hear it out. And she kind of just woke up from your singing.
Oh, puppy! Hey, puppy!
Nice.
What's her name?
Kaya.
Kaya. Hey, Kaya. 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 Hey, puppy! Look at me now, or I'll destroy. No. All right. That's awesome, man. Well, all right. So we're getting near the end of the show. Oh, look at that dog! I want to eat that dog. I want to put that dog in my mouth and just gobble it.
Now would be a real inappropriate time to sing My Neighbor's Dog.
Yeah. Well, that dog is not barking constantly, so that dog is okay in my book.
Oh, she could be if we've got we've got a lot of game running around.
Yeah.
I live
on
a
yes.
field, so
yeah.
right next to a forest, so we've got a lot of those.
Okay, well, so right now the picture is pretty dark, and mostly I see your hand rubbing on something. So can we? Yeah, thank you, sir.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. Right.
But all right, so yeah. So are there any questions you have for me before we kick into the very last song? This is the song from our first record that you requested. Which you shouldn't even. The fact that you were even listening to this song at your age is ridiculous. You shouldn't even know. No, I'm just joking. I'm just being silly.
Well, that's very Danish, I think, because I don't know. It seems to me that American media and culture is very, very afraid of swearing and sex and all those things that go like
it's because Jesus, when he visits us, he says, I don't want that, and so we're like, all right, dude, we get it. Like we dig him. He's a good friend of ours. So the country, that is,
Yeah. Well, Denmark, most of the culture is based on
sex,
Norse
sex and cursing. It's sex and cursing. That's the whole.
Yeah, Norse
those are your
mythology.
those are your 2 chief exports, right? Sex and cursing.
Well, Denmark is the number one exporter of sperm.
Wow, wow! That's. Are you kidding me?
We-
That's.
we've-
I didn't even know there
we've
was.
got-
I didn't even know there was a country that was the number one export. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but like, so apparently, Danish sperm is in high demand.
It is, especially in England.
Oh,
For some
wow.
reason.
Well, that is very funny. I guess the
But-
English. What's that?
No, it's just Danish culture is. I think it's a lot more open to swearing and like expressing yourself in whatever way you feel like, especially through the mouth.
Yeah. No, yeah. That's that's it's funny. Like, we do have a big puritanical sort of like ethos that we try desperately, at least a bunch of us try desperately to kind of pull ourselves away from. I think it's really funny because I'm somebody, body stuff does not weird me out, like like blood and poop and stuff like. I mean, the thing is just like snot, it's we all deal with it. It's all body stuff. We all all of us but I know that tons of people it's just weirdly gonna put some, particularly in Americans, like we don't you don't talk about a lot of this stuff in polite society, which unfortunately makes it really difficult for me because my music is mostly about that kind of stuff. It's mostly either it's mostly either violence. Mostly, it's my music's basically sex, death, and rock and roll. No, sorry, no, but no, I'm just kidding. But all right. So So what? So I guess what? So anything you want me to resolve for you before we go? By the
Yes.
way, you've been an excellent, amazing guest. So thank you very much. It's been a real
I'm
pleasure.
very
having
happy
you.
to hear that.
Awesome.
But actually, I've been thinking: is there anything, like it doesn't matter what, but anything of anything, about Denmark? Because Denmark is a small country, and we don't have as much influence on the now globalized world as we had once. So not very many, especially Americans, know anything about Denmark. So do you know anything apart
Well,
from?
I know that there are a lot of Danish in Belgium because I game with an entire contingent. I used to. I haven't gamed with them in a long time, but it's really funny. The first I played this game called Guild Wars 1 many years ago.
Yeah, I know.
And all of my friends, like I'd say, I had one good friend that was from Britain. I had maybe like 4 or 5 friends from the U.S., and then I had about 7 or 8 friends that were from Belgium. That were all, but they're all Danish, so they all spoke Dutch and and so, and so I know that the Danes.
Wait, hold on,
Yeah?
hold on. You're saying they were from
Belgium.
Belgium? And
Yes. But they
they
were all they all spoke Dutch, and they were all Danish expatriates, I guess, or like they lived in they were like there's a big you don't know this, the Danes don't stay in touch with each other when you move to a different country.
Well, I guess they do, but I didn't know.
They don't check in with you, is what you're saying.
No, I don't know very many Danes who live in such distant countries.
Oh, hold on. Sorry, I dropped my pick. Well, yeah. Anyway, so so that's all I know. I know that at least my Danish friends have great senses of humor, and they're not afraid to talk about anything. And I've had some of my most scandalous conversations talking with them. And
How would that be?
And they turned me on to meatspin.com, which I don't think actually exists anymore, but while it was pretty nightmarish. So yeah, that's what I know about. That's what I know
I've
about.
heard of it. Well, I have heard of it, but I've never actually been there.
Yeah, don't go. I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know what it is now, but you don't want to go. Yeah. Anyway, so I don't, but I know it's beautiful, right? It's a beautiful country.
Well, it's a very flat country, so. I'm not talking like physically. How to say it? The girls aren't flat.
Yeah. Oh, God.
It was that funny.
So you're saying that the topography, like there's not a lot of mountains.
No, it was so you've got Scandinavia consists of Denmark, Norway, and Sweden.
Yes.
So we got like Sweden and Norway,
Very
two
hilly.
big countries
Yeah.
with a lot of mountains.
Yes.
And so during the Ice Age, all the ice swept from
Somewhere north
Sweden
and
Norway and southwest on to Denmark, and just flattened out the whole landscape.
and this happened
and-
last week?
No, during
Like
the
sometime
Ice Age.
within like the past couple days.
The Ice Age.
Oh, and when is that? That's gonna happen? No, I'm just being silly. I'm just being silly. I know. Yes. So there's no mountains. You guys, do you have a mountain in Denmark?
No, but we have a. Just like I'm gonna look it up on Wikipedia real quick.
I don't know if we have time for looking stuff up, man.
No, don't worry. It's okay. So the tallest spot in Denmark is 147 meters above sea level.
Wow, dude,
And
that's like 300 feet tall.
And we call that Himmelbjerg, which means sky mountain.
Oh, all right. That's yeah. Wait, how do you pronounce it? Then? What
And-
was it?
It's
You
let's see,
do.
100
Wait, so you're surrounded. So it's called Sky Mountain. So it's like maybe like what? Maybe 400 feet tall, 500 feet tall, and it's height?
well, it's 480 feet.
Okay, so it's 500 feet tall. So you guys, so some of your fellow Danes climbed up the mountain. They're like, yes, this is Sky Mountain. This is the thing
Yes,
that touches
exactly.
the sky. And then, but you didn't like look off in the horizon into like Sweden and Norway, where they're these like gigantic, or was it where they were so magnificently huge they just couldn't even comprehend that it was something that people could scale. They're like,
Exactly,
they're like, this
exactly.
is Sky Mountain, where the sky lives.
It's so pathetic when you think about it.
No, it's awesome. Anyway, but that's all right. So all right. So now we know that there's only that the tallest mountainette, mountainini, in Denmark is only 500 feet tall. That's crazy. So it's it's really funny though, because I actually grew up around mountains my entire life, but I moved to Texas, and this is the hill country. So there is some hills, but wait, were you just saluting someone?
No, yeah, that was my one of my parents.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Just
'cause-
downstairs.
Oh, yeah, because they're like your
I'm being
mom.
a bit loud.
Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, whoops. Sorry. Keep it down. It's your mom's birthday right now. Your mom's birthday right now. Don't wake up your parents. You jerk. You jerk. All right.
Oh,
Okay.
wait,
So,
listen.
all right. But all right. So we learned that. All right. So why don't we do this? Do you think you could maybe put together another set of 10 songs?
I think I could.
Okay, so why don't we do this? We'll set up another time to do this again, and then we will continue our conversation on Denmark. And what I will try to do is what I will do is this. I will grill you. I'm going to come up with 10 questions about your own country, and if you can get 3 of them right, then I mean they won't be incredibly esoteric. They won't be incredibly esoteric. It'll be like like what are all the like states or counties or whatever, like that kind of thing. So, but yeah, and I will grill you on your own country. How does that sound?
That sounds amazing.
And we'll see how much of a Dane you truly are.
Well, it's a small country. There's not a lot of land to talk about.
You mean it's so small you can actually open the sliding glass door and be like, hey, country, what's the answer to this? And then they're like, it's this. Thanks, guys.
Yeah,
Hey,
well, a drive from the most western spot to the most eastern is like, I think it's a 5 or 6 hour drive.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
so you're
it's real
saying
small.
you're saying that you could actually nestle Denmark inside. You could like cradle inside Texas and still have room for like a Norway.
Well, not Norway inside Texas. I don't think that's ever going to happen.
Oh, okay. That's Sweden then. Maybe a Belgium. Okay.
Sweden is a whole lot bigger.
Okay, so all right. So then, what about Denmark and then like say like a Winchell's donut?
What's that again?
No, it's nothing. It's a you know what donuts are?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, it's a donut shop. It's a donut shop that I don't even know if they still exist anymore. I haven't seen one in a long, long time. But I just
well,
anyway,
yeah, you could fit them in there.
This is getting very, very silly. So I'm gonna go. I'm
gonna out of hand.
I'm gonna go. And we're going to do this again. So you figure out your next set list. We'll set up another schedule. I'll let everybody know, and we'll do this again. But I'm going to grill you on your country, so you better study up. And
I better.
And you know what? In fact, why don't we do this? You grill me on lyrics of my songs, and I'll grill you on Denmark. And then we'll see. And then whoever wins, we'll come up with some sort of crown. And then whoever wins, we'll keep that crown.
That sounds awesome. And. Yeah, totally.
All right, we'll do it. Perfect. Okay, so this is all right. So thank you so much. This is Beetle / Carl. He's right here. There he is. Look at him. Look at this fine, strapping young lad. 14 years old and already the musical taste of a 19-year-old. That's amazing. Yeah. So thank you so much, Beetle.
You're very welcome, and thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. All right, and so I'm gonna play his last song here. So I'm gonna switch out here. So all right, thank you so much again, buddy. And oh wait, that's just you. And it's now your show. You're now in charge. All right, I'll talk to you later. I'll talk to you after the show. So you just stay on Skype, but I'll talk to you after the show. Hold on 1 second.
Yes, but I'll like turn off stuff.
Okay, so this song. This song was requested by Beetle. He's 14 years old. He should. Katie, are your parents still watching? I love your vagina. I love the flavor of your lips. I love your vagina. I love the acquiescence of your tits. I love your vagina more than words can say. You keep a miracle between your legs. I love everything about you. I love everything about you. It's true. I love everything about you, but most especially I love your vagina. I love the flavor of your lips. I love your vagina. I love the acquiescence of your tits. I love your vagina more than words can say. You keep a miracle between your legs. I love your vagina. I love the flavor of your lips. I love your vagina. I love the acquiescence of your tits. I love your vagina more than words can say. You keep a miracle between your legs. between your legs, between your legs. You keep a miracle between your legs. I just no, that was the end of the song. All right, everybody, thank you so much. Katie and I are gonna go hang out with our friends. We are hanging out with Charlie and Allison.
I believe so.
All right, right on. So we're gonna go hang out with our friends tonight. Yeah. So you guys, I'll see you tomorrow. We're gonna be doing this again. So I had to change the Thanksgiving day. So Thanksgiving. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I pushed those shows way back, very late. So if you're in another country, they're very early, and if you're in the U.S., then they're way late. I guess they're totally fine if it's Pacific time, but I think they're starting at 10 Central time, so that's 9. Anyway, I just wanted to give us enough time to like do our family celebrations, and I was thinking that it might make more sense, at least for Americans who are celebrating Thanksgiving, that they kind of get all their family stuff done, and then they're hanging out at home, and they're probably not climbing into bed, but they're stumbling drunk onto the couch, and they just turn on the laptop or the computer and watch the show. So that was my thinking anyway. So but yes, and so I don't think there's going to be much of a post show. I'm just going to hang out and chat with Beetle for a little bit and everybody else. But and then we have to go. But I usually do this in the middle of the show, but I didn't. So I'm going to do it right now. If you would like to support me in my songwriting and in these kind of things, all the stuff that I do that's kind of like public facing, so it's albums and it's songwriting and demos and all this stuff, you can actually go to this site. It's called patreon.com/GetSetGo, and you can support me. You can donate 10 cents a week, as little as 10 cents a week, which is just like $5 a year, and you would get everything that I ever write and record. You get all these shows. You get everything for free. I mean, most of the stuff I do, I make it available for free anyway, this kind of stuff. But anyway, it's just your way of helping me out if you want to do that. If you don't, you just want to buy the albums, this would be the preferred way to pick up the stuff that at least I own. Our first 4 records, our former record label owns, and I now own our record label, but our first 4 records are on TSR Records, and they own those records, so those aren't on Bandcamp. But everything else we've ever done since we left TSR Records is on Bandcamp, so you can get that there, and I get more of the money. If you don't have access to Bandcamp or don't trust Bandcamp for whatever reason, you can actually pick up our stuff here. And so this should be worldwide distribution. So there should be at least one of these companies that has stuff. Like you're able to get the music through. And then if you want to see this show again, you can watch it. You can watch it on Twitch now, but they only archive it for a couple weeks. So if you want to watch the show, say a year from now, you can actually check it out. You can actually catch it here at Square Tire Music, which is Square Tire Records is the record label that we put out all the Get Set Go stuff, and we'll be putting out Say It With a Bullet. It's not really a record label; it's more of an imprint. And we actually have some friends bands, the Power Chords and New Maximum Donkey, that have also and the New Fidelity that have also put out albums on that imprint. And then just see, I told you I'd have it, and here it is. This is tomorrow's show, right here. The time, tomorrow, Saturday, November 21st, 5 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, which also means it's 6 p.m. Mountain. I should really need to put Mountain in there for Justin and friends. I'm sorry I haven't. It's kind of a bit lengthy, and it makes it really kind of difficult to squeeze it all in. But anyway, all right. I am gonna do this. Wait, no, that's wrong. There we go. Okay, Ada, yeah, thank you so much. That's great. It's nice to meet you. I definitely know you from Facebook, and so it's awesome that you got a chance to catch the show. And do keep showing up if you get a chance. I hope you had a great time. And I think I saw Aaron, who's Z-Talk. I think I saw him on here at some point, and I didn't get a chance to say hi to him. And obviously, I love you all, and we should definitely do this in person at some point in time. So hopefully we'll sort that out. But all right. Well, I'm gonna put on the little outro thing, and and I will see you all next week. All right, so here we go. Okay. Wait for it. Okay, wait for it. Here we go. See you guys next week. Tomorrow. Sorry, I meant tomorrow.
When I was a little boy, I used to sit and ponder. But now that I'm a full-grown man, I'm simply left to wonder, where did all the time go? It's passing with the flash, and soon enough I'll return to ash. All my life I've wanted nothing more than to make beauty, to conjure from the ether something that was passing through me, something that is wonderful and full of joyful song, 'cause sooner than later I'll be gone. I wanna write the perfect song, a melody that never goes wrong, a chorus filled with triumph, and a bridge that fills a heart with longing, a song that everyone will sing. So I try with every song to write something of wonder, and even though I've struggled so, I haven't yet gone under. And every song I put to pen just might be that song, a song to which you might sing along. I wanna write the perfect song, a melody that never goes wrong, a chorus filled with triumph, and a bridge that fills a heart with longing, a song that everyone will sing. Where I fall apart, I don't know what to do. Every song I seem to write seems to pass right through you. I wanna write a song that just can't be ignored evermore. The perfect song, a melody that never goes wrong, a chorus filled with triumph, and a bridge that fills a heart with longing, a song that everyone will sing.
I forgot. I missed that. I missed the end. Oh well, fuck it. Hey everybody. So I'm trying. You want to scoot up, sweetheart? Let's get. Hold on.
You can say the chat.
Ah, there we go. Awesome sausages. That was good. That was a fun time. The Beetle is awesome.
Yeah,
I just love.
It goes to prove that the education systems in the rest of the world are quite a bit better than those in the U.S.
How dare you say that, sweetheart? The Texas school system is so amazing. They make up their own textbooks. They're like,
this is true.
They're like we don't fuck what the reality is. We're making it amazing. Unicorns, the Earth was built.
Well, there really isn't such a thing as evolution, right? I mean that.
Yeah.
That's made up. The world's only 6,000 years old, so...
Well, of course it is.
Oh, yeah, it's Beetle. Hold on.
That was a joke.
Hold on. Tell me what it is. Hold on. Hey, oh, you're not. Your camera's not on. Oh, well, you can still hear it. Do you want to just leave your camera off and then you can just be the little ghosty guy?
Oh yeah, sure.
There we go. So that way you can listen to on your nice speakers. I don't know if you're listening that way. Where am I? Jeez, there we go. Hey.
Hi.
Hey.
Cheers,
Yeah.
by the way.
Hey,
Good
cheers.
show.
Yes, thank you. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, thank you, Beetle. That was
Good
great,
job,
man.
Beetle. You picked a really good, really great set list.
Oh well, thank you. Well, oh shit, I was
What do you call,
2 seconds.
so are you saying Sunglass Steve says, what do you call someone who speaks 2 languages? Is that a joke?
What?
Or just is he actually? That has to be a joke. He knows. We all know. We all know what we call that.
What?
Well, bilingual, I would imagine, but there's got to be a
No,
punch
jerks, non-Americans.
Non-Americans, yeah. What is it?
No, what do you call bilingual? He says bilingual. What do you call someone who speaks several languages? What do you call? I don't know, Sunglass Steve.
Multilingual.
What do you call someone who speaks several languages?
Well,
Uh-oh.
I'd say that's a polyglot.
See, very true. And you're right. But multilingual. What do you call someone who speaks one language?
American.
Yeah. Yes,
gotta
that's
be
it. Definitely has to be
American.
it. What do you call someone who speaks one language? What is it, Sunglass Steve? What is it? Drum roll, please. Yes, that's it. American.
Do you know?
Come on.
Do you
It's
know
true
how
though.
many, languages I speak?
I'm gonna venture to say half a language.
9.
No, yeah, she does. She speaks 9. She's
That
speaking
means-
German for 0. Yes.
That means nothing in German or whatever. 0 in German.
Yes, but we are cunning linguists.
No.
That is true. Yeah, as long as the language is English, which is ridiculous. It's so funny that they're like American English because we have our own brand of nonsensical blah blah blah. I actually speak blah 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 very well. So how many languages do you speak, Beetle?
Me? I speak Danish. I speak English almost fluently.
Yeah,
And,
yeah. You fluently for me, to my
Well,
ears.
yeah. Well, I do have some tiny flaws sometimes, but and I speak. We get taught German in school. That's obligatory.
Oh, really? Do you
yeah.
speak pretty good Deutsche?
Ich spreche nicht so gut Deutsch.
Okay, yeah,
Aber-
okay, that makes sense.
So not so much yet. We started in last year. We started last year, and we had a really shitty teacher
Yeah.
for German. So everyone just kind of got off the track and didn't learn a thing.
So
I think it's really interesting.
now you guys no longer speak German. You were on track to learn to speak it fluently. So wait,
Yeah.
how'd you learn English? Because
That's-
every Danish person I've ever met, and I like I said, I know maybe 10. Personally, I know maybe 10. They all speak like amazing. They speak English better than I do, and I invented the language.
Well, that's because if you
Katie
don't
didn't-
speak,
What?
if you don't speak English as a Dane, you're pretty fucked.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's such a small country. Well, we can't rely on dubbing everywhere, and we have, we need English to get around in the big world.
Yeah.
It's like in the U.S., in North America, even if you, from west to east, everyone speaks English.
Well,
Europe,
it's right that they do. It's right that they do
No, he's
because
saying in the U.S. If you live in the U.S.
oh yes. That's not that's actually there are pockets of people. Like the thing is, I mean, we've got the Amish. I mean, certainly.
Oh, yeah.
Dutch, don't they?
They do. They do.
Yeah.
They do. They speak your language. Probably
But they also
not.
speak
Probably not the
English.
way that you speak it. But have you? Oh yeah. So do you? Have you ever heard an Amish accent? Do you go? That's not Dutch. Screw those guys.
Well, I have not. And wait, Dutch? What? Why are you?
Because
talking about Dutch now?
they're. I think. Well, we have some. Do you know what a Luddite is?
No.
Okay, well, a Luddite is someone that consciously doesn't use like technology, right? And we actually have we have a group of people called the Amish in
Oh, yeah, I know those
Pennsylvania,
guys.
yeah. So they apparently speak all they speak Dutch.
Dutch.
So I was just wondering, so when you hear, because the thing is that like, because I it's really funny because sometimes you can kind of pinpoint where someone's from, even in the United States, just by their accent. And sometimes you can even, if you like, I mean, occasionally I'll run across people that are from my area of California, and I'll be like, hey, dude, are you,
Dutch.
What's that?
I don't speak Dutch.
Oh, you speak Danish.
Yeah.
I'm
Dutch
sorry.
in the
I'm
Netherlands.
sorry. You're right. You know what? Then I think that the things I was telling you about Belgium is not right. I don't. But
Yeah, it was kind of confusing too.
yeah, sorry.
I don't know.
That's wow. I colored me embarrassed. I'm terrible. Oh my God, Danish people speak Danish, not Dutch. I'm stupid. That is for me. Oh my God.
No, don't you worry. It's a common mistake.
I'm embarrassed.
Oh, I think I was the one that was like, they speak Dutch, so you must understand
I don't.
them.
Yeah. Wow. All right. Well, I blame Katie. I'm gonna. No. Yeah. Anyway, so
What else is new? I'm just kidding. It's a total joke.
all right. So tell us more about your life. What is it like living in? So all right. So you get up at what 6 a.m. You go out. You milk the cows. You make the cheese, right? Put on the wooden shoes.
Go spin
You go.
the,
Yeah. You go spin your windmill, right? Isn't that what you do?
And there's tulips everywhere.
Oh well,
Yeah.
that is not what I do. And
That's Holland.
Yeah.
Okay, well, whatever.
Exactly.
That's. So what did it Danes? What, you just have gigantic dogs? You ride around. Oh, that's right. You get up at 6. You get up at 6 in the morning. You climb on your gigantic dog. You ride across the countryside. You ride it to Sky Mountain, and then the dogs, and then you just basically have the dogs leaping over Sky Mountain, and that's what the Danes do for fun. Yay, we're leaping over Sky Mountain on our dogs, our gigantic dogs.
This is true.
This is like I figured that out. Isn't that how it works? No.
Well, sorry, I've got a toad in my throat. Well, your description of Danish everyday life is not entirely correct.
Okay, so what?
But
So
to some
you're
extent,
saying that
no.
you don't ride the dogs over the mountain every day? It's like you do it on alternating
No.
days.
First off, the Great Dane is not actually a very common dog in Denmark.
Really?
But it's
No.
But it's the greatest, or it's the best of all of the Danish dogs. It's the best of it. That's why it's called the Great One. It's not like the uncommon Dane. It's the great.
Or
I
is
see.
it the greatest thing that Denmark has to offer?
No,
Apart
The
from Storm.
greatest thing. And then Hamlet was from Denmark, right?
I don't even know anymore. I'm afraid to make any sort of assertions regarding any of the. Well, no, it's really all the Nordic. They're like the Nordic,
Yeah.
like Scandinavian countries. They all really do scare me.
They scare you.
Yeah,
How come?
because I confuse them all the time. All right, so because I'm a big fan of Newt Hampson, and I believe he's a.
What do you call him?
There's an author by the name of Newt Hampson, who apparently was a Nazi sympathizer. So that's terrible because his writing is amazing, but and it doesn't show up in the books. But I guess that's because he lived in a very white world and wrote about very white people, and so
Yeah.
But
I've never heard of him.
Yeah, he's
How would you
great.
spell his name?
It's Newt K. I don't know if it's pronounced right. It's Knut. His first name. Is that
Knut.
Knut? Oh, Knut. Really? You put the K in. Your K's are not silent in
No, they are
Knut.
not. Like
Knut.
knee. You've got like the English word knee.
Yeah.
In Danish, it's like
Knee.
spelled similarly. It's called knæ.
Yeah, that's yeah. And so you what about your knives? Do you guys use your lots of knives?
That's we actually call it a knife is kniv.
Canoe.
Canoe. Huh.
Interesting.
Huh.
The guy who wrote The Girl Who Plays with Fire, isn't he from
Yes, he is.
from Denmark, yeah. And he died, right?
Did you have anything to do with his death?
And now there's another writer who is going to write
kill
the
him?
next installment of that series.
Huh.
And some people, I guess, are kind of upset.
Oh, I'm not very much into literature. Well, to some extent, but mostly, what do you call it? Academic literature, like.
Oh wait,
What
hold
do
on.
you call it?
Justin is suggesting that perhaps you guys make the butter cookies. Is that you? Because he gets fat. And the tin.
Oh, the brown tins with
tin
all,
butter cookies.
they're all
Yeah.
Those
different
yours?
shapes, but they all taste
Yeah.
the
Oh,
same.
yes,
and they're
see?
super delicious.
They really are
Yeah,
because they're made with just
good.
butter, right? Isn't that? Don't you guys
Not entirely, but a lot of it.
mostly
And
butter?
a lot of Danish traditional food is very fatty.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that because you guys have? It's like that's where all the fat mines are, right? You guys have like pretty extensive fat mines up there, yes?
Well, it's because like okay, so the American and I guess English too view on Christmas is like it's about Christ and it's about Jesus and all that stuff.
Wait, who? Whom?
Shush. Go ahead, Beetle.
God damn you. But
And Danes is mostly about Satan, right? That's what I knew about it. So it's mostly
Exactly.
about celebrating the Antichrist. It's
No,
yeah.
well,
in fact,
but-
isn't it called Anti-Christmas? Don't you celebrate Anti-Christmas?
well, our Christmas is called Yule,
Yule.
Oh yeah, Yule. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yule.
and it's
Is
back in the day.
is your Christmas's last name Brenner, perchance?
No, it is not.
Oh,
And
it's
well,
not.
the original purpose of Yule was for everyone, like in the local town, to meet up, eat a lot of fatty food, so they could, survive the winter without catching a cold. To have a lot of fat in your body, so it didn't freeze through the winter. Because
Oh.
winters in Denmark, like, are very long and cold and creepy.
So, all right,
So
so
you
yeah,
kind of-
so why? So, can I ask you? Because this is something I actually often wonder about people that live in the Pacific North. I mean, in the Northeast, not in the Northwest.
The Northeast.
Anywhere where it gets really cold and it snows and people die because they just went outside. I'm gonna go get the paper. Oh, I'm frozen. I'm dead. So when you've got let's say your family many generations ago. Have you guys always been?
In Denmark?
Has your family been Danes for generations?
Oh, well, a bit of my mother is Norwegian, but it's still Scandinavian. It's all Danish, Norwegian, and Scandinavian.
Yeah. That makes sense. So when
Your people.
when all these people moved up to the basically the very because it's freezing cold in that area, right? It's like the winters get everywhere. Like Sweden's also terrible, and Norway they're like terrible.
Yeah,
terrible
well,
cold.
Danish climate is a lot milder because
Is that
we're a
because
little
you have no mountains? Or you only have Sky Mountain because you have Sky Mountain and Sky's like we're gonna take care of you. You named your biggest mountain after us. We're not gonna give you the terrible weather.
No, it might be so. I'd like to think that, but Well, it's a little more southern than Sweden and Norway, so it's just generally a bit warmer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go look at a map after this. I have to flip
Oh, you
through
should.
an atlas.
Do you? So, how many people in your family have tattoos of the shape of Denmark on their anywhere on their body?
None.
So you guys hate your country?
No, we don't.
No. I just kid. But all right, you know what, man? This is and first off, Sunglow Steve, you can suck it. No, Mike is so gullible. People go to California and Texas just to tell those lies. You jerk. You shut your filthy pie hole. Yeah, well, yeah, no, yeah. It's basically there's constantly mass exoduses. California and Texas are both like places where I think they're like the turnstile states. Like people go, "Yay, I'm in California! Oh, I hate California!" And then, "Yay, I'm in Texas!"
Austin
Yeah.
and Texas, you know.
Yeah. Well, Austin is a pretty terrible city. Austin's like the terror capital of the planet. You know, terrible.
Why is it so?
No, I'm just joking. No, it's
probably
Oh.
it's one of the most popular cities in Texas, and they have really pretty girls here too.
They do. They have. That's the only reason why I'm here is they have gorgeous girls. Yeah. All right. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So anyway, but we have to go because we do have some friends. So this was awesome. This was awesome. And Beetle, we'll do this
Totally.
again. We'll do this again soon. So why don't you sort out 10 new songs? And then figure out a date that you can do this again with us, and we'll do it. And tell your mom happy birthday for me, and for Katie.
I will.
Katie hates birthdays
Just honest-
normally, but but
Just my last.
But-
how many years has it been since I was 21?
yeah.
Just my last
85.
85 birthdays. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
One last thing. If I wanted to show her the happy birthday part, where would I be able to find it?
You can actually check. It should be archived on Twitch right now, and then I'm gonna upload tonight when I go to bed. I'm gonna upload this episode onto YouTube. So the YouTube's /user/squaretiremusic.com or Square Tire Music. I think it's Square Tire Music. Yeah. Just go there. And
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Cool.
One last thing, guys. Speaking of self-promotion, I love Get Set Go. It's amazing.
Oh yes. Oh shit. You're totally right. Because I didn't talk about it all today. Did I?
No, it's fine. So I'm sure most of you know that Mike and I are in a band called Say It With a Bullet, and thank you. And we do have a Facebook page. Just check out Say It With a Bullet on Facebook, and we do have some songs uploaded to Bandcamp. And by the next time, my goal is by the next time I do a show with Mike, I'm gonna have written 2 new songs for.
Well, you're gonna have to work because we're doing it tomorrow. We're doing it tomorrow. Yeah, the next show we're doing tomorrow. No.
They're going to be really terrible songs, and they're going to be about a minute long.
This is the song I wrote today.
Yeah.
That's it. Thank you.
I had some coffee this morning. So anyway, like us on Facebook if you would, please, if you haven't checked it out already.
And if you go to bandcamp.com, if you go to our Get Set Go LA Bandcamp thing, you can actually find you can find Say It With a Bullet, 2 singles, 4 songs. You can download for free. Check out the band. So yeah, I don't even know why I totally forgot to mention that today, but yeah, it's a great it's a good band, and we've got some amazing bandmates, and we'll be tearing up the planet in, I'd say, maybe 40, 50 years.
Yes. I'll be
Please do,
32
everyone.
at that time. It's going to be great. All right,
I
guys.
Beetle, thank you so
Get
much,
some
man.
sleep.
And yes, I will. I'm gonna get the ego
Thank you.
fluffers in here very soon. No, but yeah, get some sleep. And
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right. It's
Yeah.
like
It's almost
quarter
3.
to 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So
All right. So yeah, see you. Sleep well, and
See you.
and all you in internet land. I love you all, and we will see you. Toot sweet.
well, tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
See ya.
We're gonna see you tomorrow at whatever the time was. We're gonna see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. I can tell you. Right there, Saturday, November 21st at 5 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern.
An hour later. than
I
was-
have to come up with a set list. So anyway, blah blah blah. Justin was suggesting the Eagle Fluffer be the name of one of your songs. Yeah.
I like it.
Ah.
I like it, Justin.
All right. So yes. Anyway, a lot of love. You got to say goodbye to everybody in internet land, Beetle. You can't just leave them like that.
Yeah. Bye bye, everyone, and you two have a great night.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. All right. I'll see you later.
Thank you. All right.
See ya.
Bye.